Welcome to UCI's Precalculus course. In this video, you will learn how to navigate through our website. Have fun learning!
The course environment you are seeing on your screen right now is called EEE, or the Electronic Educational Environment. This is where all the main information about your course can be found. You are already navigated here to the home page, which is where you found this course introduction video you are watching. And this homepage also gives you all the information about your instructor. But note that this homepage may look a bit different than what you are seeing, depending upon which Precalculus course you are in and who your instructor is. Let's get started by talking about this course and where to find all the information you'll need to make this a great learning experience. Well, you are in Precalculus, and as the name suggests, Precalculus is a preparation for calculus. So you will be learning about topics to get you ready for your calculus courses. Let's click on this Syllabus tab at the top here. On your screen, you will be seeing what your syllabus page may look like. The first thing we should discuss is what textbook and software we will be using for this course. The textbook is optional, but recommended, and is called Precalculus by Barnett, Ziegler, and Bailin. You can either purchase this directly from the UCI bookstore, and if you are not near campus, they will mail it to you, or you can buy it from another vendor as well. But what you should be aware of is that if you do purchase this book directly from the bookstore, it will come bundled with an access code for the mandatory software we're using for this course called ALEX. This ALEX system will be the main component of this course, and without it, you will not be able to do your course assignments, take your quizzes, or your exams. Now, if you buy your book from another vendor other than the UCI bookstore, or if you don't choose to buy one at all, you can buy ALEX directly at the company website, www.alex.com. But whichever way you purchase ALEX, be sure to watch the ALEX instructional video under the ALEX tab up at the top here, which gives you specific information on how to get started in ALEX. As was mentioned, within ALEX, you will have your assignments, quizzes, and exams. Looking under the course assignments here, there will be 6 intermediate objectives. These intermediate objectives are explained in detail under the ALEX instructional video, but basically the content for this course is split into 6 pieces to help pace your learning, and your grade on each objective is the percentage of the objective that you complete by the deadline. The deadlines and content split can be found under the ALEX tab as well. Looking under the quizzes heading, there will be 4 quizzes for this course given in ALEX, and those dates and topics can also be found under the ALEX tab. And under the exam heading, we see that there will be 1 midterm and 1 final exam. And as with the assignments and quizzes, the dates of those exams can also be found under the ALEX tab. But moreover, there is this examinations tab at the top here, which we'll look at shortly, which gives much more detailed information on the exams. Note that the exams will be proctored, which we'll discuss shortly. Now, scrolling down to the bottom, this section breaks down your course grade. There will be a course orientation quiz given the first week of class through the EEE learning environment. This will be worth 3% of your grade. Your instructor will explain its details, but basically it is a quiz to ensure you know your responsibilities for this course. The rest of your grade will be from ALEX. 24% of your grade will be on the intermediate objectives. Each objective will be worth 4%. Each of the 4 quizzes will be worth 2% for a total of 8% of your final grade. And the midterm exam will be worth 25%, and the final will be worth 40%. Also, grades will be based upon this straight scale here. And all the topics that will be covered in this course are spelled out here in this syllabus. Now, you probably want to know what you will be doing in this course on a day-to-day basis. Well, let's scroll back up to the top and click on this Timeline tab here. We'll discuss several things here, but be sure you read this timeline in its entirety. The main thing you'll be doing is working in ALEX. Now, after watching that ALEX video under the ALEX tab, it will explain to you what working in ALEX entails. But basically, you're going to be figuring out how to solve various types of problems that are useful for calculus, but moreover, that ALEX determines you're ready to learn. When you are in ALEX, you'll be working through some problems, and you will be filling in something called your ALEX pie. And so throughout this course, your goal is to take this pie, which will probably be initially somewhat empty, and learn the topics and fill your pie with knowledge in precalculus. So on a week-to-week basis, if you look through this timeline, every week you will be working on filling your ALEX pie. And by the second week, you'll want to be done with the first sixth of your ALEX pie, meeting that first objective deadline as we've discussed. And looking down at week 4, you'll want to be finished with the second sixth of your ALEX pie, meeting that second intermediate objective deadline. And so on, down to the 10th week, when you'll want to meet your last intermediate objective deadline. Notice that the dates on this video may differ from your actual course. Now, what else are you going to be doing in this course besides working in ALEX and filling your pie? Well, let's start by looking at your quizzes. In week 1, you'll take the orientation quiz through EEE. And then the 4 quizzes in ALEX will be in week 2, week 4, week 7, and week 9. Now, what about your exams? Your midterm will be during week 5, and your final will be at the end of the 10th week. You have the option of using an online proctoring service or taking the exams in person. These details we'll discuss in a moment and can be found under this Examinations tab at the top here. Now, another thing that you'll be doing on a week-to-week basis is attending office hours. Your instructor will have office hours both in person and online, and will be able to help you with any questions you might have. You should definitely try to attend at least one person and one online office hour per week, and especially at the beginning during the first week, so that you can familiarize yourself with the technology we'll be using for online office hours, which is something called Scribbler. And Scribbler is basically as close as we can get to a whiteboard online and meeting face-to-face together and writing out mathematics. And this Office Hours tab up here will give you your instructor's schedule for both in-person and online office hours, as well as the link to Scribbler. Here is your instructor's schedule for both in-person office hours as well as online office hours. And to open up that whiteboard called Scribbler, you click on this link down here. Now, in addition to office hours, let's click on this link up here called Course Videos. If we look up here on this yellow bar, we see these different categories or units. Algebra, functions, polynomials, exponentials, and trigonometry. Now, your individual class may have different units than are shown here. Each of these units contains videos on topics that you will be learning. So, for example, if you wanted to learn about functions, you would click on this Functions tab here. And notice this will give you a whole menu of videos to watch. Now, you'll also see these same videos on the ALEX explanation pages, but we've embedded them here inside the EEE learning environment in alphabetical order in order to help you study for your midterm and final. Now, each unit will start off with this introductory video, which will tell you about that unit in general, how all these topics fit together, and how you might see these topics again when you take calculus. And then there will be many, many videos to watch listed in alphabetical order. And notice that these units up here will correspond to the slices in your ALEX pie. Now, since there are no in-person lectures for this course, it is highly recommended to watch these videos throughout the quarter, and especially when studying for your quizzes and exams. Now let's finish discussing the examinations. Let's click on this Examinations tab here. Your course has 2 proctored exams, the midterm and the final, and you have 2 options. You can either take them in person at UCI based upon your last name, as you see in these tables here, or through an online proctoring service called ProctorU. Please read this ProctorU information very carefully so you can be sure to schedule your appointment time properly. Notice that this ProctorU service does require a small fee of $40, and you must sign up in advance to make sure that you do not miss the deadlines. All right, and at any time during this course, if you do have trouble with any of these technologies, you can click on this Tech Support tab up here, and you'll find contact information on how to get technical support. All right, so one final but very important thing as you get started with your course is to take your ALEKS initial assessment. So if you click on this ALEKS tab up here, it gives you a link to the website as well as your course code that you will need. Once you have your course code and that access code you purchased, you can sign up on ALEKS's website, and after you signed up, you're going to be asked to take your initial assessment. However, before doing that, be sure that you watch this ALEKS instructional video here. This video contains all the information you'll need to know about ALEKS. So once you watch this video, sign up with ALEKS, then you'll be asked to take your initial assessment, which allows the powerful assessment engine within ALEKS to pinpoint your knowledge state very precisely. But be very careful to do your best on this assessment, as the ALEKS video will explain to you. Otherwise, you might be making for many more hours of unnecessary work for yourself throughout the quarter. All right, well, welcome to your course, and we are very happy to have you. Have fun learning.